I signed up for a paid sleep study. I haven't woken up since. It started with a flyer, just a crumpled sheet of paper stapled to a utility pole. Looking for participants, paid sleep study, $2,500 compensation, 1 overnight stay, no known sleep disorders, call to apply. I was broke, beyond broke, unemployed, 3 months behind on rent, living off cheap noodles and existential dread. So when I saw that ad, I didn't hesitate. Easy money just to sleep? Sign me the hell up. I didn't even read the fine print. The address led me to a building near campus that looked like it belonged in a pharmaceutical horror movie. Stark white walls, blinking fluorescent lights, the kind of clean that smells sterile and wrong, like death in a dentist's office. A woman in pale blue scrubs greeted me with a smile that felt overly rehearsed, plastic, almost animatronic. Her name tag read, Dr. Ellery. She moved with unsettling precision, like each step was pre-programmed.
This way,
she said, voice soft and sweet as syrup. She led me down a maze of corridors until we reached a small, windowless room. 1 bed, 1 camera mounted in the corner, wires, electrodes, and air so clean it almost didn't feel like air at all.
Lie down,
she said.
You'll feel a small pinch, then sleep.
That's when everything started to go wrong. I dreamed of a facility. Not that one. Not the room I fell asleep in. This place was different, bigger, deeper, alive. The walls weren't white anymore. They were a sickly, pulsing pink, like stretched muscle. The floor was warm under my bare feet. The ceiling oozed with condensation. It felt like I was inside something living. Other people wandered the halls, blank-faced and barefoot, some in hospital gowns, others in street clothes. None of them spoke. They just stared ahead with glassy eyes and mouths slightly open, as if mid-sentence in a conversation no one ever heard. Then a man in a lab coat approached me. His face moved too fast, flickering like a film reel stuck on fast forward. His mouth twitched in impossible directions, and his voice sounded like static filtered through a dying radio.
"Welcome to Level 1,
he said. And then I woke up, or so I thought. Same bed, same room, same camera, but something was wrong. Dr. Ellery stood beside me again, but her face had changed. The smile stretched too wide. Her eyes didn't blink, they pulsed, and when her eyelids finally moved, they slid sideways.
Did you sleep well?
She asked, tilting her head at an inhuman angle. I sat bolt upright. I'm done. I want to leave.
You're not finished yet,
she said, her mouth stretching too far, revealing too many teeth. From that moment on, I was trapped. Every time I woke up, I found myself in a slightly different version of the room. The ceiling rippled like water. The walls breathed like lungs. In one version, the bed had visible veins. In another, the camera blinked, literally blinked, like an eye embedded in the wall. They told me I was making progress.
"No subject has made it this far," one voice said. It dripped from the ceiling like syrup. Slow, sticky, wrong.
That's when I realized this wasn't about studying sleep. They were studying dreams, and I wasn't waking up. I was sinking, deeper, layer by layer into a world that wasn't mine. That's when I met the others. Real people, trapped just like me. One girl, Sasha, whispered that she'd been here for weeks, maybe months. Time didn't work the same anymore.
They keep us dreaming,
she told me.
They feed on the in-between, the moment you fall asleep and the moment you wake. There's energy in that space. They harvest it.
I asked her how we wake up. She laughed. A dry, lifeless sound that echoed like something rattling in a box.
You don't.
She said.
Not unless you reach the bottom. But no one knows where that is.
That night, or whatever passed for night, I found a mirror. It was cracked, blurry. My reflection stared back at me and I hardly recognized it. My skin had gone gray. My eyes were hollow. Something twitched under the skin of my neck, like a worm crawling beneath the surface. I screamed. The mirror rippled. And then it showed me another version of myself, clean, smiling, untouched. Behind her stood the researchers, their faces melting like wax, mouths open in silent howls. I smashed the mirror. It bled. That's when I started fighting back. I refused to sleep inside the dream. I walked endlessly. I kept myself moving, kept my eyes open. I didn't let them pull me under again. They punished me. In one level, they took away time. No clocks, no night, no day. Just a dull, gray light that pressed against my skull like a migraine. In another, I heard voices whispering from the walls. My mother, my first girlfriend, my own voice taunting me. They knew my memories, my fears, and they used them. That level broke me. I curled up on the floor and sobbed, muttering over and over, "Please, I just want to wake up." That's when I met the chief investigator. He didn't wear a lab coat, he wore my face. But it wasn't quite right. His smile was too wide, his teeth too sharp, and his eyes had no pupils.
"You're doing well,"
he said in my own voice.
"You're almost there, just one more layer."
"Where does it end?" I croaked.
"Level 0,
he whispered.
"Wake up if you survive it."
Then he touched my forehead. I screamed as the world split open beneath me. I fell, crashing through memories. My 5th birthday, my grandfather's funeral, my first kiss. All of it tearing away like pages in a burning book. Then, silence. Darkness. And a word burned into my vision like fire. Level 0. I opened my eyes, bright lights. Same bed, same camera, Dr. Ellery, but this time she looked normal, gentle, human.
You've been under for 7 hours.
She said.
How do you feel?
I broke, cried in her arms like a child. I told her everything. She smiled sympathetically, called it hypnagogic hallucinations, lucid dreams. Perfectly normal, she said. She handed me water, had me sign a few forms, and then gave me a check. $2,500. I ran home. That night, I tried not to sleep. I drank caffeine, paced the floor, but my body betrayed me and I passed out and woke up. Again, same bed, same camera, same clipboard. The door opened. Dr. Ellery walked in, but she wasn't pretending anymore. Her face split into writhing tendrils, blinking barnacles growing from her skull. Her teeth gnashed together like chattering knives. Her voice came from everywhere, inside my skull, inside my bones.
You reached level 0,
she said.
but you never left.
I tried to scream. The clipboard at the end of the bed now read, Subject, Ethan Cross. Sleep Study, Phase 3, Simulated Awakening. Response, Highly Compliant. Status, Core Integrity Breached. Extraction, Denied. Retention, Indefinite. This was no dream. This was a trap. They built a reality just convincing enough to fool me. A prison made from my own belief. And the worst part? Every time I think I've woken up, there's another clipboard. Just now, someone knocked on my apartment door. I opened it. A man stood there, wide-eyed, breathless, holding a crumpled flyer.
Hey,
he asked, voice shaking.
Did you do that sleep study thing? I can't wake up.
I smiled. My mouth opened wider than it should have. Come in, I said, stepping aside. Let me tell you how it starts. Every story is just the beginning. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.